All right, it's Friday night, and the Mooger Fooger's out with his wife, and Jerry's seeing Heart and Cheap Trick, or Cheap Trick and Heart. Me, it's Cheap Trick and Heart. I said that last night on BS. I'd rather see Cheap Trick than Heart, but I like Heart a lot too. But Cheap Trick's one of my is I like better than Heart. What are you guys doing, man? We got Travie, Patty, and the Grumpy Man. The
Hey, he
I'm
keeps it
back.
real, damn it. He keeps it real.
he
I'm
does.
back like I never left.
I know. Were you just here last night? Well, that was on another channel. It's a different channel. This is a Freeform Rock podcast where we are number three in the rock music discovery podcast on FeedSpot. And put it up in
Wow.
our Freeform group. Yeah, we're number three out of 35.
How the
So
fuck we doing that?
I don't fucking know. It's Mooger and Jerry. It ain't me
Yeah,
because
it's got to be.
it's Mooger and Jerry. I'm just the one who edits and posts it and promotes it, but it's all them, right? Because I'm the idiot compared, like Chris Elio said. Hey, Chris, he ain't watching. If he is, you're a narcissistic bitch thinking you're that I'm going to say something about you. I did, but you know what? Live your life. You know, I,
Cheers.
I hate people who are like, he's so like always has to be right. I hate people like that. I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
You're
A
wrong. I'm
lot.
wrong too. I'm wrong
I'm wrong.
sometimes.
Well, to me, to you guys, I'm wrong, but I don't ever say that I'm right. I just say I don't agree with you. That's about it. But
But you
other,
were wrong last night on another channel. So
what was I wrong about?
the U2 thing.
Yeah, I looked it up, and everybody who's reviewed that album said they added industrial sounds to it. Zoo Station is fucking industrial, man. That song is industrial as
Dude,
fuck.
You know
dude.
what? You know what review means? An opinion. Just like mine, just like yours, just like Travis.
The Edge and Bono said they brought some
It's your
industrial to
opinion,
the album.
man.
Huh?
It's your opinion, man.
It's not my opinion, it's fact.
No, it's
All
not
right.
fact. It's
It's
somebody
All right.
else's
fact.
Well,
opinion.
They
I do
they
have
this
like
album was a genre bending album
Oh,
2
here we
months after
fucking go
Nirvana.
again.
I do have some albums to talk about. Like I guess the top 11 albums that I really love. They're not my favorite albums of all time. Well, some of them could be
Well, that was
if I
last
could.
night. That was on the BS. This ain't the
Yeah, but I
BS.
wasn't on last night because I was working.
Uh Working in a
Well,
coal mine.
I got some
Going
albums I'd like to.
downtown.
I'd like some albums I'd like to mention.
Well, mention them
Albums
then.
I've been cranking lately. ZZ Top to Galo.
What are you doing?
ZZ Top to Galo. It's got a great version of Sam and Dave's I Thank You. I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide. Cheap Sunglasses. Esther Be the One. Great version of Dust My Broom. One of ZZ Top's best, in my opinion. That's a great. Which one's that one?
I'm just putting things. I'm just getting the boingo in here right now.
All right, here's a popular one, but it's so amazing. Judas Priest screaming for vengeance.
Screaming for
Perfect,
vengeance.
perfect album. I even like Pain and Pleasure. Love the
Well,
whole album,
of course you do.
whole 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 album start to finish.
Hey, I can't like you set me up there. I had to take it.
Whole album start to finish. And by the way, folks, this is my one of the times where I'm not smoking weed, I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm completely straight laced.
It's Friday night. It just got paid. I got paid on
Oh,
Thursday,
I
but
can't afford alcohol right now. I'm saving it, saving my money.
oh yeah,
Uh,
you're gonna go you're gonna go get lost with Ian Wadley and never come
yes,
back.
that's true.
And
I probably
dude,
won't come
I'm gonna
back.
tell you right now, don't try and out drink him, dude. Do not go there.
Oh, I won't. I know my limit.
Bushy tried to.
But the Rolling Stones between the buttons. Yeah, let's spend the night together. Yesterday's papers. Miss Amanda Jones. Uh, just another great Rolling Stones album. I love the Stones.
Well, who
Um,
doesn't? The Beatles are better, but yeah, the Stones
no,
Rolling
I know I
Stones.
love the Beatles more too, but I love the Stones. All right, Kiss fans, I have a Kiss related album to mention.
Oh God.
Ace Frehley, Trouble Walking. I love that album.
That's a good album.
It's the title track's good. Shot. The title track is "Lick It Up" done right. I don't like the song. I don't like the song "Lick It Up" that much. I feel like Trouble Walking. It kind of reminds me a little bit of it, but it's better.
I like lick it up. You got
Yeah,
lick it up.
shot full of rock rules. Hide Your Heart sucks. Any version of that song sucks.
I like all of them.
Do Ya is it's a
I
decent
love
cover
I
from
love Too Young to
ELO.
Die on that album.
Too Young to Die with Richie Scarlett screaming. It's amazing. I love that tune. So I got four mentioned right now, right?
I don't
Hmm.
know. I wasn't counting.
I did count. Okay.
I'm not sensitive
Well,
to a one cookie, a two cookie, a three cookie, a three
I'll
album.
just count my fingers. Number five. I'll go just 1 through 10. 1 through 11. This album celebrated an anniversary this year. I mean, this year it's their 50th anniversary. Leonard Skinner, Nothing Fancy, Saturday Night Special, Railroad Song, I'm a Country Boy, On the Hunt. Great
On the
stuff.
Hunt's great track.
Yeah,
Great
great
track.
I
track.
love the shit out of
What
that
was the
album.
band that did a cover of it? Fucking great. Conformity to
Corrosion
Corrosion
of
of
Conformity.
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 Oh, that's such a great
That's
version
some
of it.
great stuff, man.
I bought the
Um,
single. Love it.
and a band that took a lot of influence from Leonard Skinner, to Molly Hatchet's debut. I'll put that in number six spot. Love the debut a lot. It's my favorite of the first three albums. I love Beating the Odds. I love Flirting with Disaster. But the debut, to me, that's where it's at, man. You got Bounty Hunter and Gator Country. I'll Be Running, The Creeper. Great
Gator
cover of
Country is a fantastic track.
Dreams I'll Never See. Great cover of the Allman Brothers classic. Cheating Woman, Trust an Old Friend. It's badass, man. Little doom metal, Candlemass, Epicus, Dumicus, Metallicus,
Not
Demons
a not
Dig,
a not a us
Solitude.
Marcus's album. Okay. Go ahead.
No problem, man. I don't give a shit.
Marcus's Hadesis. Okay,
Um,
go ahead.
no, I don't have a problem with it, man.
I know you don't.
Uh,
I just had to get my opinion in
uh,
there.
Astro Creep, 2000, White Zombie.
That's a good album.
Let's
I got that
Get
on
Part
vinyl, by the
One.
way.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not a big White Zombie fan. It's kind of like disco metal to me.
Oh, well,
Disco
Electric Cat Part
metal.
1, Supercharger
But you
Head,
like ABBA, don't you?
More Human Than
Uh,
Human.
Yes, I
Like,
do like ABBA for the
you,
umpteenth billionth time.
yeah, so you like
uh,
disco, so shut
all
up.
right, so I already went through my first eight. My next one I'm gonna go with. I'm looking at my Apple Music on my TV. Overkill, Taking Over.
That's a good one.
That's the album that got me into Overkill, man. It's not my favorite Overkill album. The Years of Decay is, but Taking Over just kicks ass.
Yeah,
Deny
we
the
did a
Cross.
review on that.
Yeah, the guys did. Deny the Cross, going into Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew was the first Overkill song I ever heard. It just completely floored me. Power Surge and Union We Stand. Electro Violence. Use Your Head. Fucking awesome. All right, two more to go. We go from metal. We go complete opposite of metal. And I know this is a popular album, but I don't really give a flying fuck. It's a masterpiece for a reason. Changed guitar playing forever. The Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced?
Yeah.
Of course, you got Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe. But you got some great deep tracks like I Don't Live Today, Third Stone from the Sun, and the title track. It's a perfect album.
I always loved Jimi Hendrix's Fire.
I love Fire. And
I
my
love it.
favorite
I love
I
it in
just think
Wayne's
that's a
World
great
with
track.
Garth.
my favorite version of Fire is from the Woodstock live
Yeah, the
album.
live one.
You
Yeah.
guys aren't fun. I was doing the Garth
He
doing the
goes,
fire.
goes off the hook on that.
Oh, that's
On
Foxy Lady. Foxy Lady, I mean.
Foxy
Yeah,
Lady.
see, you're
Foxy
wrong. So
Lady.
fuck
I was
you.
wrong there. Yeah. See, I'm wrong.
Um, and then we go to another. The last one I'm going to mention. Been listening to this a lot lately,
I look fat
and
sitting here.
I got a hard time deciding what my favorite Metallica album is. It's
I
either
know.
between Master of Puppets and the one I'm going to mention now,
Just kill them all.
Ride the Lightning.
Nah, let's kill them all.
It's a perfect album. It got me into Metallica. When I heard Trapped Under Ice from someone, I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I bought the album. I heard Fight
Mhm.
Fire with Fire, just blistering. the title track, For Whom the Bell
I've
Tolls,
seen him do Trapped Under Ice live.
Trapped Under Ice rules.
Yeah.
The only
Faith,
thing that bugs me about those albums, the first three Metallica albums, well,
The production?
not so much Kill 'Em All, but Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets, is the production value on those albums.
Hey,
They're
we talked
just
about Fleming. Fleming's a cool dude, man.
it's like, man, I would love to hear somebody go back and remaster them.
Well, I think Fleming talked about how they didn't have all the good production back in the
No,
80s.
no, they didn't have a whole lot of
They
money.
didn't have a whole lot of
Get
money. They
that.
didn't have, and he did the best he could. He
Yeah.
said now if we were to record those albums, it would be bombastic and in your
Hmm.
face more.
Hmm.
but also Fade to Black. I gotta say that may contain my favorite thrash metal guitar solo. It's just such a
It's
emotive yet
it's a
powerful
great
guitar.
song. You
I
can't beat
love
it.
Creeping Death, of course. Come on now.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then you finish off with the epic instrumental call Cthulhu. It slams. It's a masterpiece album. It would
Yeah.
only get better from here with Master of Puppets. It's just genius stuff. So there's my 11 albums that I love a lot.
Hey, did you guys hear that Will Smith is making a new album and going on tour? And I hear it's gonna slap.
Wow, I don't care.
You didn't get the joke.
I know that. Oh,
I heard it's
fuck
gonna
that
slap.
guy. I think he's honestly. I've always thought he was kind of overrated a bit.
I like DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I always like Parents Don't Understand or like it's summertime. I like that shit. But hey, speaking of Metallica, Kirk Hammett says he has over 500 riffs for the new Metallica album. And that's a cool thing because he lost all his phone got stolen or something and he had all those riffs on his phone for 72 seasons, so he really didn't write anything on that album because he lost all those riffs. So he's ready for the next one. And I do like 72 seasons. A lot of people don't. I think it was an amazing album. It's my favorite album of that year, by the way.
Well, I know they managed to tour a couple of years on it, so somebody liked it.
Stadium tour, 2 nights.
Yeah, so somebody liked it.
I
No repeat weekends. You know what I didn't like? Five Finger Death Punch.
I
That bad.
there's a couple of Five Finger Death Punch songs I like.
You
Yeah,
should.
me too.
Yeah,
Couple.
what's wrong with you people?
A lot of things.
If you like their version of Bad Company, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
No,
All right, then I'll leave then.
I like their
Oh,
track.
God.
I don't
Oh,
like it as much as the original, but I do like that
You
cover.
shouldn't like it at all, in my opinion.
the
All right,
facsimile about the veterans with PTSD.
Okay, well that's cool, but the singer sucks, the band
That's
sucks,
near and
man.
dear to my heart. So
The
You know
guitar
what?
player's going to
Maybe
be there this year at Rockin' Pod, so it
well,
better be nice.
enjoy. I'm not there. Mooger will be there, and I need to get him. I hope he gets a lot of like hey, this is blah blah blah. You're listening to the Freeform Rock Podcast. I need more bumpers, bitch. Mooger, if you're listening, I need more bumpers. I've been bugging you. You're Jerry ain't going because he's a bitch. But I love you, Jerry. But you're
He's
a
not
bitch.
going?
No, he says he's not. He's going. I can't go. I'm going to Rocklahoma. Blah 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 blah.
Dude,
He lives in fucking Tennessee, and he's not going to make an appearance.
okay, all right. Look, it's not that pricey to go to Rockin' Pod. It's
No.
like
Well, especially he could drive there. I would have to fly.
uh,
You know.
look, I don't know what's going on in Jerry's life, so I'm not going to judge. It's all good.
Oh,
I love you. I
Jerry.
love you, Jerry. I love you.
I judge Jerry all the time because we're
Well,
brothers.
well, I won't. I don't like. I like Jerry. I want to be Jerry's friend. I don't want anything. I don't want any
Well,
problems.
if you're his friend, you're allowed to talk shit about him because we talk shit to each
He's
other
not
all
here
the time.
but he's not here right now. I can't do
Well,
that.
he can
Yeah.
watch this and
if
everything.
Jerry's talking shit about you, you're his buddy.
Yeah, we're talking shit. We talk shit about each other all the time. And everything I just said, Jerry knows I called him a bitch for not going. So he knows that. He's been told that he should go and him and Mooger should get a table and I'll fucking they interview people, but he didn't they fucking lag. But hey, what do you guys think? I talked about this last night on BS about Kelly not being with Foreigner, but now a new cravat has joined. Lou Gramm will be joining their tour.
Let me guess. He'll come out for like to be
No,
his
he's going to be
songs.
replacing Kelly with the other dude that's replacing Kelly. They're going to take turns. So he's going to be out there way more than what he was when
Well,
Kelly
there
was.
goes Kelly's money. There goes Kelly's meal ticket.
Hey, Kelly's a great singer, man. I loved
I don't
Hurricane,
have a
man.
problem with him. I just think it's kind of dumb that
Like I
he's.
said last night, I am amazed that Hurricane has never regrouped with the original lineup.
Well, Kelly's making way too much money with Foreigner. Why would he
I
want
don't
to go
like.
back to
How
that
about
band?
I don't
that?
like that band to begin with.
Hurricane?
Yeah,
You know
not a
what?
fan.
You know what? When you mess with me, you're messing with a hurricane. Oh, I'm on to you. Fucking love that
I
album, dude.
hate "I'm On to You." That song
I love
sucks.
that fucking song.
The
So
girls are
sucky.
out tonight from their second album. It's pretty good.
Yeah, great fucking album, dude. I love Hurricane. I had that cassette on Enigma Records with the girl with the big boobs on the fucking cover. And one girl said she was the girl, but I'm trying to get her on Facebook to come on, and I think
And
she,
now he's a married man with kids.
yeah, well, lucky guy. And
Oh,
I also talked
somebody's got to
about
do it, I guess. Glad it ain't me.
I also talked about Kiss going to Vegas and doing their thing, but Gene Simmons confirms Kiss will play without makeup in Vegas. We will hold true to our promise of not playing again with the makeup on. Whoop dee doo.
I am so tired of hearing about that band.
Well, they keep themselves relevant for some reason. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You Kiss nerds out there just disturb the fuck out of me. It's like,
I'm not a Kiss. I'm a Kiss fan, but I keep fan like loosely. I love the '70s output. I love some '80s albums, but I keep it at that. I don't.
Hell, Kiss was on one of my 11 albums. So,
I love Kiss. I do love Kiss, but I'm not. I don't get upset like other Kiss freaks do.
dude, they get really upset. I get blocked and
but
yelled at
I
because
No,
hate to
I
tell them.
even say it's my opinion. This band
if
is
I
not the
hear
greatest
someone
band ever.
if I hear someone say Kiss sucks, I'm like whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's
But
just
I
I
hate to
have
tell
never
Kiss, you're all in your 70s now. It's time to fucking go to the home.
I have
It's
never
time to
said
retire.
I have never said Kiss sucks. I said it sucks the way Kiss is doing fans dirty right now. That's what
well,
I've said.
they're no stranger to doing that. Unfortunately.
Listen, they do not suck, by the way. I don't think they're the greatest
No,
band ever.
I've heard people say they suck.
I don't think they suck. I think they are not as good as the fans think they are. That's just my opinion. But
Are they overrated? Sure,
oh, very much
they are
overrated.
overrated. There are an overrated
Billy
band.
Corgan, when if you listen to that Gene Simmons interview, thinks Kiss, he gets mad when people say Kiss sucks because
I,
he says Gene Simmons is a Paul McCartney bassist. He really has that boom 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 boom
You
boom
don't
boom.
hear it on
well,
album.
Well, Billy
you know what?
does.
I'll give seven. Sorry, I think '70s Kiss is perfectly rated. I love that shit. It's great hard rock.
It's okay. I
Some
think
of it.
Aerosmith is way
It's
better
good.
than Kiss
Yeah, I
in the
love
70s.
Aerosmith more, but I love Kiss in the
What bands
'70s.
would you put above Kiss in the 70s?
Oh, plenty,
Plenty? Plenty, right?
plenty,
Rush,
plenty. Like American
ELO,
bands.
Led Zeppelin.
Like
Led Zeppelin.
let's keep it with American rock bands.
All right.
Aerosmith, Blue Oyster Cult, Van Halen, Eagles.
Yeah.
No,
Hell,
no, you know what?
let's
I'll
put
put.
Bachman Turner Overdrive above
Oh, they're
Kiss.
Canadian.
They're Canadian now. I heard they're making a new album now. Bachman
I
Turner Overdrive.
damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just
Good.
read it. I didn't put it in my notes here, but they are making a
That's
new
some,
album.
they're
I
good.
saw them blow Van Halen off the stage.
Was it with
I
Sammy Hagar?
Oh
Randy
yeah,
Bachman.
5150 tour.
Randy Bachman
Fuck you.
is a great riff master, man.
Yeah.
Plays great riffs.
You guys ever seen The Simpsons where Homer goes and sees Bachman Turner
Yes,
Overdrive and he goes,
I did it.
We're gonna play a song from a new album. And Homer goes, No, take care of business, take care of business. Kill him.
Is that the episode where Mo really thinks he's ugly and he gets plastic surgery?
I don't remember, but I just remember Homer. It's like what fans want now. They want to hear the old shit, and I go to concerts to hear new shit from old bands.
I miss classic Simpsons.
I like the new Simpsons. The new Simpsons are pretty good.
And it's just
Uh,
doesn't. It's not the same.
but hey, did you guys? And also, speaking of the Billy Corgan, he interviewed Corey Feldman, and Corey Feldman's full of shit.
Fuck Corey.
He's thinking this guy has delusions of grandeur that he's saying the record industry wants to make say he sucks, and that they put up videos to make him with the mic hitting him in the face and stuff like that to say he sucks. Uh, and then
He
Michael
does.
Jackson said that a song he played for him in the 80s, so he said, this should be a number one hit. Let me promote it for you. He said, no, Michael, I can't have you promote it because they're going to say that you made it number one and I'll be a one hit wonder. I need to do this by myself. And I go, what fucking song would be number one for you? Corey, 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 Corey. Let me give you some TED talk here, dude. You do suck. You're a great actor. I love your fucking movies. Stand By Me, The Lost Boys, stuff like that. The Burbs, you were fucking hilarious in The Burbs for me. But dude, you know, you do suck. You're not a musical
He's washed
guy.
up, man. He's
You're washed
washed up.
up.
The
And
only
he said
reason
he
why
says
he's
the musical. He says the
the only
music.
reason he the only reason he is popular right now is because of those allegations he said.
Well, I think those are true.
Yeah, they are true,
Yeah,
but that's the only reason why he's relevant.
but I'm talking shit about him right now, but I got something nice to say about him when I finish. The thing is, you do suck musically. I've heard your shit. As a music fan, you suck. You suck badly, Corey. I'm sorry, but
I've
at
never
the
heard
end
anything by him, and I don't care to.
at the end of the interview, he said he wants to get out there and take and help people so they don't go through the shit that he went through. He cares about people, he loves people, and it's all about love. I like that, Corey, but musically, you suck. Any
And
thoughts on that?
I, yep, I agree. Just stay away from the microphone.
Well, he said the music industry is out there to sabotage him because he did an album with some Pink Floyd sideman. He played saxophone, and they did an
God,
album,
no.
and he didn't name it Corey Feldman, and the album did good until they found out it was Corey Feldman. How? He
Well,
said he co-wrote the
that
songs
was
with
like
him.
a few years ago, David Cassidy. He released
So
a single. He
he's
didn't put
saying
it.
that
He didn't
the
put it under
record
his own
company is
name because of David Cassidy, and it went to number one.
Well, David Cassidy's a good musician, though he could actually sing.
But I'm just saying that he put it under another name so that people didn't know it was David
Well,
Cassidy.
because
He just gave the music a chance.
he had the Partridge Family stigma over him. No, you got to, I think I love you, but what am I? I loved his voice. Corey can't sing. That's the thing. Corey does have no musicality to him. There's no groove. He's trying to look like Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. It's like, dude, you're not Michael Jackson, dude. Ever since he did that movie Dream a Little Dream, he thinks he could fucking do music. I'm just saying. I like that movie, by the way. It was a bad B movie, but fucking dude,
yeah.
I'm.
Well, fuck that. Well, fuck that bag. Let's go on to a different.
Let's go to a different thing, man. Zach Wild says if the boss wants to tour, they will tour. You know who the boss is, right?
Oh yeah,
Daddy Ozzy.
yeah, duh.
What do you think about that, guys?
I mean, he only owes his career to Ozzy, so if you say go, let's go.
He said it's up to the
It's
boss.
it's embarrassing.
Well, he'll play in that throne, like Dave Grohl
I
did,
don't want
kind
to
of.
see that shit.
Yeah, but Dave Grohl had a legitimate reason to be on that throne.
True. So does Ozzy.
It's
He
just
can't stand up.
Ozzy, just stop.
Again,
Just stop.
it's time to go.
It's
This one
time
last
to
concert you're going to
enjoy your
have,
retirement.
that's your swan song.
Ozzy can afford to relax.
But the thing is with Ozzy and people like him, they get the thrill. They get that adrenaline rush of being on stage and people screaming their name. He can't stop. He just can't retire. This is why Kiss still go. They want to hear Kiss, Kiss. Kiss. They want to hear
Uh,
that fucking adulation
no,
from the
they.
crowd.
I keep telling you why they keep doing it. Them mansions aren't cheap.
Oh my God. But
Even if
if
you own
Ozzy
it
wants to,
outright, they're
I'm just
not
gonna say,
cheap.
if Ozzy wants to, Ozzy could do whatever the fuck he wants. That's all I'm gonna say. He's earned to go out. He's earned to stop.
Not
Kiss,
to
Kiss,
mention,
not so much.
speaking of Ozzy, I I've been watching a series on Netflix called Lucifer.
Well, that group, that show rules.
I just saw one today, as a matter of fact, and guess who
No,
was on it?
take your.
Sharon.
Oh my God.
Well, she is the devil.
Put your schlong away, dude.
You don't see me.
We saw you jiggling it
Dude, it's buttoned up. Shut up.
again. You're not wearing any underwear, are you? Uh, sorry, this is a family show, so
I was
fuck
gonna
off,
say
everybody.
I didn't know this was an X-rated channel.
I know, right? Hey, Tim saw it too.
Why not being a douche? Stop being douches.
I'm not being a douche, dude. It was like going back and forth as you're walking. All right, man. You but all right. Woo, you're giving me vertigo here. All right, man. Tesla's catalog just surpasses 300 million streams on Spotify.
So,
All right, here.
You don't
like
think
I
anything?
said, Tesla was good right up till bust a nut, and then they went to shit. So
I love other Tesla after that.
I love busting nut.
I love Bustin' That too,
I
man.
hate that album.
I
With the
love that
busting
album.
nut on you.
I've been invited, but I just can't take it. Got so excited and I just can't make it. My fuel ignited. Got
Actually,
so
they
excited.
and I know they had to get rid of him, but when they lost Tommy, they lost their band.
He came back for Into the Now when
Yeah,
it's a
one
great
album
album.
didn't even last for, but
Well, because he's fucking drugged out, but they're
yeah,
friends,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. Is I know they had to get rid of him. I understand that, but they lost their heart and soul.
Yeah, true. But I love Tommy, man. I love Tommy Skioch, man. That's one of my favorite bands of all time. All right.
I think he's annoying in interviews.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Oh, him and Brian Wheat are doing a band together, though. That's pretty
Well,
cool.
what was that first solo band he did before Bite and Resist?
Yeah, Resist and Bite.
Before that, he
I
was
don't
in
know what that
something
was.
else. It was terrible.
I don't
But
know, but I know he married some chick that's in the music business.
I don't know.
I remember Eddie Trunk interviewed Tommy Skio. Tommy just sounded like he was out of it.
Yeah,
He was
man.
like,
Then we get to one of my favorite bands. They're
okay.
having a tribute album out by them. What do you guys think about the new Triumph tribute album? Sebastian Bach, this Rock and Roll Machine, as the first single. Did you guys hear that?
No,
I posted it.
I for that.
I didn't wasn't crazy about it because I love Gil singing that song. And they have some weird people singing on that album though. They got I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
First,
Maybe
yeah. First off, the album cover looks like terrible. It
Nancy
just
Wilson singing a Triumph song. I don't know about that. I didn't
what's she
like
oh,
These
I
singing?
think
Dreams.
she could do very well on a Triumph song.
These Dreams.
I
Mickey
just
Thomas is on
Barracuda?
there. I know Mickey Tom. Nancy Wilson didn't sing Barracuda. That's Ann Wilson.
damn. What a
Yeah. Oh,
piss
Nancy
poor
Wilson.
tribute.
Sorry.
Nancy Wilson, the
Sister.
blonde.
Yeah.
But
The other bitch.
Mickey
Because right now
Thompson,
they're bitching at each other. So
Mickey Thomas is on the album now. I've always thought that Gil Moore sounds like Mickey Thomas, so he could do a Triumph song. Sebastian sounds pretty good after
the
I
way I
went.
look at it is maybe it'll fucking rekindle interest in Triumph and Rick Emmett will get off his ass and do something.
Rick Emmett's been doing stuff. He's been putting it. He just put it on instrumental
Yeah,
solo
but
album.
with Triumph.
They ain't doing anything with Triumph anymore, dude.
I
That ship
know
You
has
that,
know,
but
that ship has
maybe.
sailed.
I just don't care about that.
You don't like
I do
Triumph?
I do however want to promote it's a greatest hits compilation. It's like the songs that are remixed. That's a great remixed album. If you
Oh, the
ask me.
Triumph one?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is
It's wonderful.
really good.
There's a couple bonus songs on there that are really good too.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, everybody, when I was growing up, Triumph was hot. Everybody was like, they're a poor man's Rush. And I was like, I don't get it. I just think they're another band from Canada. No better, no worse than any other band. Rush is better, and I'll give them that, but they're better musicians. They're better songwriters. They're just better at it. But I didn't, I never said they were poor man's Rush because they were three-piece. And they weren't even a three-piece. They had a rhythm guitar player when they played live. He was no name, but kind of like Bon Jovi's bass player. Nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Well, we know now it's
We
Hugh.
know now, but we didn't know then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
You know what? I need to get a computer.
You really do need to get a computer. Mark Dolly got a computer. I can't wait to see
Let's
what he
fun,
looks like.
let's help fund Travis to go get himself a laptop.
Well, you got a job. You could get it yourself. You know, you could go to a firm and make payments on that shit, right?
I'm
No
sorry.
interest.
I'm sorry. I did my best to be uh proper tonight with me being in a chair instead of laying down. I did the best I could. I'm sorry.
You're okay, man. I'm just fucking with you. Just keep your schlong from going back and forth on us. That's
You guys
about.
really, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm feeling so embarrassed. Maybe we shouldn't release this episode.
Oh, this will be released.
Oh no, please no.
Yes,
I
it'll
don't want
be.
that. Man,
Hey, you might get some chick.
people won't want me on their podcast
You
anymore.
might get some chicks, man. I said, "Ooh, look at that guy. Where's he
I
from?"
ain't packing much. Dude, now I'm not going to be allowed to be on podcasts anymore because of this
I'm
shit.
gonna let you on my podcast. What the fuck, dude? I ain't kicking you out. I ain't kicking you to the curb.
I know,
We're
but I want to
brothers.
be taken seriously.
Dude, nobody want. Dude, like I get taken seriously. What the
and,
fuck?
and since this is the only podcast I go on, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? You know, we're number 3 in podcasting. So they're in Rock Discovery
Hey, I'm
Podcast.
completely sober tonight, so that's a plus.
I can't
Yeah, man.
fucking believe that. We're number 3.
We're number 3, man. Hey, but
You are number 3.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister sells the remaining recording copyrights, trademarks, and other rights to Warner Music Group. You guys have any thoughts on that? JJ French is the guy. I finished it, I guess.
That guy's a douche, man.
I missed that. What did you just say?
Twisted Sister sells the remaining recording
Oh,
copyrights, trademarks, and other rights to Warner Music Group.
good on them.
Because JJ said none of their family members want to take over the Twisted Sister business.
Twisted Sister, their first 2 albums were fantastic, and then they became a singles band.
How about Twisted Sister is one of the most overrated bands in rock and roll history?
I don't know. You can't say they're overrated because their first 2 albums were great.
Yeah, you can't live on, and then you come out with Leader of the Pack.
Yeah, love is for suckers.
Yeah,
Hot love.
exactly.
I mean, come on.
It's like D. D is like one of the most pretentious people I ever hear talking about anything.
And decent,
Oh,
as far as I'm concerned, Widowmaker was a much better band than Twisted Sister
Oh,
was.
I agree with you on that one. And I'm just saying his movie with Captain Howdy was pretty good. I forgot the name of that movie. It's really
all I can say is I am an SMF for life.
yeah, for the first 2 albums, right?
No, I love Stay Hungry.
For the first 2 albums, right? You can't kill rock and roll
Yes,
and stay hungry.
Stay Hungry,
Oh,
Under the Blade.
Under the Blade.
Oh, 3 albums. They got good. They got 3 good albums in.
Well, they're
Those
coming
first
up with
3
the
albums
best
are
4,
great to me.
so
Best
They're
4. Well,
every.
why would they have 4? The fourth album's horrible. Come out and
I don't
play. It's
like. No,
horrible.
I don't like those other albums, but I do like the first 3. Those are really good.
Yeah, but why are you an SMM for life? Why?
Because I'm an SMF for those 3 first albums, man. They're good enough for me to be
For
considered a great
for you
band.
people don't know what that means. It's sick motherfucker.
mhm.
Hey, keep it clean here, fella.
Hey,
Hey,
we
speaking of that, them 4 albums, do they have to be from their debut, the first 4, or
yes.
Can
It
it
has
just
to
be any
be one,
four?
two, three, four. The first four album
All
releases.
right, this is going to be a little difficult, but
Not
we'll
me. I
figure it
got a
out.
lot of those bands because I like better music than you guys.
Sure you do.
Sure. All right.
Boingo Boingo, first four albums,
Yeah,
buddy. Hey,
yeah.
but I will give you a secret. Duran Duran won't be on there because Big Thing wasn't that good.
I would throw in Queens right.
Duran Duran has had two good singles, good
What the fuck
singles,
are you talking
and that
about?
was on their first album.
The deep tracks are the best from Duran Duran. The Chauffeur, fucking Night Boat from the
Hungry
first
Like
album.
the Wolf and Rio. Other
Dude,
than that,
that's the second album, dude.
okay, second album. Pardon me.
You don't like Girls on Film? Is there something I should
No, I
know?
hate that
Night
I
Boat.
song.
love my own way.
That's another
My
one of
Own
them
Way. That's on
songs.
Rio. Yeah.
That's another one of them songs where they have sounds that don't belong on the song.
Have you
I
ever
love
heard? Have you ever
love it.
heard The Chauffeur? The Chauffeur's the best song they've ever made in their life.
That's a weird song, but I do love it.
Sing blue silver. I like.
No, I love Rio. Love Rio.
We
Dude.
should got you guys should watch the making of Rio. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, cool.
Really fucking good. It's
All
like
right.
Nick Rhodes is saying, I came up with this fucking synth right here. And then Simon came in and started singing lyrics over, and Andy came in and started adding it. It's fucking cool, dude.
Ooh.
Dude, that's a fucking band that makes music that writes their own shit. That
Yeah.
doesn't Duran Duran's never went for trends. They went for what they wanted to
Oh
fucking.
shit, they've never gone for
What
trends.
are
That's
they
all
gone
they
for
are is a
trends?
trendy band.
They ain't a fucking trendy band.
Are you kidding me? That is all they are is a
Oh,
trendy
you're
band.
gonna say the fucking song that Simon wrote about his friend who died, "Ordinary World," was a fucking trendy song.
Ordinary World sucked.
Fuck you. Come
No, fuck
Undone is a
you.
great fucking
Ordinary
song.
World blew.
Oh, this is fun.
You don't like Come Undone?
No.
I
Why
like
would
coming. I
I?
like coming undone. Corn.
I like good music. Thank you
Yeah,
very
it is
much.
good music. You know what?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
corn is good
Your
music.
opinion. It's your opinion. It's all
And it's
opinionated.
your opinion.
Yes, but I'm not going to go for a Charles Trainer saying just because they sold millions of records, it means that people have better opinions than you. Oh,
No,
fuck
I'm
you.
saying the music
You gotta
sucks.
lower your voice a little bit to sound like Charles.
Well, I
And
don't want to say.
you
I want to
gotta
make
have a
it.
little you gotta have a little slur.
I want to make him sound like a clown.
Yeah, it's not as good as
I
it's not as good as Oasis.
Oasis sucks, man. Fuck that band. I like a lot of Oasis songs, but fucking they never made a complete good album. God damn. It's like they're people. This is what pisses me off about Oasis. Seriously. They call Bono and U2 pretentious. Oasis is the most, and a Radiohead is the most pretentious bands I've ever heard in my life. Bono is fucking humble. He even said sorry about giving you guys a free album on Apple. He said he made a mistake. Do you ever hear any of those bands say sorry to the fans for doing that to you or non-fans? No, Radiohead says you get what we give you. Oasis says you're dumb if you don't like what we make. You two or Bono has never said that to the fans. They never talk down to people who don't like them or people who like them. Those two bands have. Oasis and fucking Radiohead are the fucking most suckiest bands of all time in
I
the
agree
way of
about
attitude towards
Radiohead.
the fans.
I agree about Radiohead.
Dude, the whole Radiohead band was there to get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and
They're in the Hall of Fame.
they didn't even fucking play because they were so pretentious. They didn't
They're,
want to
they're
fucking play.
they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, unfortunately.
But then again, I've heard people call Tool pretentious.
Well, Maynard is a fucking pretentious motherfucker. You got to admit that, dude.
I don't care what he's like
But the thing is,
outside of the studio. I care what he's like inside the studio.
but what I'm saying,
I get more out
he
of Maynard
isn't
James
pretentious. Maynard
I-
isn't pretentious towards the people who like his music.
I get
No.
more out of Maynard
well,
James Keenan than I do
well,
out of Tom
Well,
York.
he is because he told the fans to fuck you on a song. So hook her with a penis.
I love that. I love that song and album.
I
You
love
know,
Tool.
how many
I'm a
bands do
huge
that to
Tool
their
fan.
fans? Fuck you.
And the
You know
fucking
what? Look, I love I love Opiate. That's a great
Opiate's a
EP.
great album. I
Oh,
got that on vinyl over here somewhere.
I love everything Tool has ever done. So
They don't have
10,000
a
Days,
bad.
I think, is my favorite.
I think probably, well, my favorite Tool album is it's still Undertow because it's still their
Oh, Undertow is really good
heavy
too.
metal
That's like
version.
that is their heavy metal album, but I gotta go with Anemia.
I gotta go with Lateralis, though. My
Lateralis.
second favorite.
A great
I
album,
love.
man.
How about Riot Fire Down Under?
No.
Hmm.
No, what the
I'm
fuck?
just joking with you.
Oh,
Those
you
album
suck
covers are
ass.
fucking horrible though.
What the
Riot has
mascot?
the worst album covers I've ever seen in my life. What
They
the
kind
fuck
of do.
what's the
No,
fuck
but
with
have
those
you seen the?
owls?
Did you see the album cover for? What's the album that came out in the late '80s?
Good band, though.
Had like a tank and a. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It's like
Well,
they became more of a.
if you look at albums that came out in the 80s and albums today, their covers are pretty cheesy in the 80s, but it wasn't considered cheesy back then. So
Now covers today are fucking suck
they're
because
lazy.
they're lazy.
They're
Lazy as shit.
lazy and they're AI and shit.
AI, lazy fucking
yeah, at least
bullshit.
back in the 70s and the 80s, there were people that put work into the album covers.
What's that? What's that album cover? Hypnosis. There's a
Uh-huh.
documentary on it I need to watch. They did a lot of great album covers, man, and they were fucking stoned, high on acid, and they made some fucking
Hell,
good.
Phil Hartman did album covers before he became a comedian.
Really?
Yeah, he
I
did.
love.
He did Poco, the
Uh,
album, an album by Poco.
I'm gonna poco this.
I like one of my favorite album covers is to Megatherion, Celts Crossed.
Who?
It's a spooky album cover with like the H.R. Geiger style artwork.
Oh, I love H.R. Geiger, one of my favorite artists of all time. I'm not into art, but I like his art. You know, I'm not into this Gauguin or fuckan or whatever Gan. You know, I'm into fucking Geiger. Geiger is fucking cool. I had a shirt with the stairs. You know, the stairs that look. It's like so fucking cool. But fucking,
You know who my favorite album art? I don't know if he's my favorite album artwork artist, but Ed Ripka. Ed Ripka. He did Peace Tells Me Who's Buying, and I think he did
I like Hugh Syme,
Overkill of
but
Decay.
I think Hugh Syme has gotten lazy with AI lately because I think the on the new Dream Theater album there was a single that he did and it stole from another band and it's kind of
I
fucked
like
up.
uh, I like Maiden's album covers.
Maiden,
Whoever
I
does
love
Yeah,
all
Maiden.
Derek
Maiden
Riggs.
except for Dance Book. What's that? That Dance of Death.
Well, that wasn't Derek Riggs, thankfully.
That was horrible. I like Book
I
of Souls. Book of Souls is really good.
That's okay.
Well,
It's
the
an alright album.
inside cover of that was better. The inside shit.
I was supposed to go see them on that tour. I
I
got
I
sick.
I
I
saw
love
Maiden and Priest.
I love Sinjitsu. A lot of people call it
Judas Priest was
Sinjitsu.
on their Screaming for Vengeance tour, and Maiden was on their Number of the Beast tour.
Oh, I would have loved that to see the fucking drummer. God damn, what a great drummer. He had
Hey
that
guys,
groove.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go take care of some stuff.
You got to wrap it up. I'll take it.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
you
But
unless Tim.
I'll leave you guys to your own devices.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. You're
You
bad
too, guys.
company
Have
till
a
the
great
Hey,
day.
night.
Trey.
Hey, Tim, you got anything to talk
Bye,
about?
guys. See ya.
Nothing we haven't already talked about.
Fuck, bring some shit to the table once in a while, man.
I did.
Well, why
I
don't you
brought the
talk? Why
Black
don't you?
Sabbath thing to the table.
Why don't you talk about where you got your music from? Why or what got you into music? I don't think I've ever asked you this.
What got me into music?
What got you into where you're at in music? What fucking lit your fuse?
As far as music goes, or as far as
Music.
metal goes?
Music.
Music.
What was your get you like you started with music and then something lit your and it traveled like mine was Pyromania for metal. So
Oh, so what album got me?
what no, but I'm saying what got you into music and then what got you into
Oh,
metal?
I've been into music my whole life. I mean, I'm from a musical family. My brother was a drummer. My other brother was a piano player. My cousins were piano players. So I mean, I've been exposed to music my whole life since I was born. And then I heard Black Sabbath's album, and there was my musical journey.
So is Tool your favorite band?
Tool's my favorite active band. Yeah,
What's your favorite non-active band?
Sabbath.
Sabbath. All right, man. I just want to know. But you don't like any Oingo Boingo? Come on, man.
They're another one of them bands where sounds do not go with the music.
Oh, what the fuck? Danny Elfman puts those sounds perfectly into Oingo
No,
Boingo,
he
man.
doesn't, because the sounds suck that he chooses.
Oh man.
Like,
Oh man.
like somebody hitting a a, a bent a bent saw with a hammer.
Not even. You just don't get it. That's about it. But
I don't
who's
get it because it doesn't sound good to me.
it sounds great to me. You didn't grow up when I did in the era. That's probably why you didn't have the alternative radio station in KRLQ 106.7 in Pasadena here. You did,
But I grew up with alternative. Well, I don't even know what fucking alternative music means because it's all fucking music.
well, Blondie's kind of
Alternative
alternative.
would be non-music.
Well, Blondie's kind of alternative. The Cars are kind of alternative.
No, they're fucking
New
new
Wave
wave.
alternative
New
is fuck.
wave. I'll give you
New
that.
Wave is alt, and so is the B-52s.
No, because alternative to music is not music.
Then what's alternative to you?
What's alternative to me as far as music goes? I don't have any because it's all music to me. Like Billy Joel said, it's all rock and roll to me. It's still rock and roll to me.
So like bands like
So alternative to rock would be country,
so bands like
classical,
B-52s aren't
new
alternative to you.
wave,
Well, New Wave is alternative now. If you think
or
about it.
or pop.
The B-52s were basically alternative. Same thing with Oingo Boingo. Same thing with
They're
REM, which
pop.
you hate. REM you hate.
If you hear it on the radio, it's pop.
It's not pop. You didn't hear Oingo Boingo on the radio except for
Sure you
fucking
did. That's how I learned about them. Was
you
on the radio.
did. Did
We
you
had a
hear?
college. We have a college radio
Well,
station.
college radio played alt music. They played different music that
No,
wasn't
they
played on
played
major
new
radio
wave
stations.
music, not alt, because alt is not music.
Collective Soul is fucking alternative.
Alt Collective Soul's rock.
They're alternative rock.
It's
Yes, it
pop
is
rock.
right. It is a form of rock, but you heard fucking Dead Man's Party or Weird Science by Oingo Boingo on a radio, but you didn't hear Only a Lad. You didn't hear Nothing to Fear. You didn't hear none of that shit because
But
it
there's
was it was all
still
that was played on college radio like REM was until they went to Warner Brothers.
but there's still new wave.
New Wave is alternative.
No, alternative because
The
the
Cure is
term
alternative
the
too.
term alternative means the opposite.
It's still a
So,
former. Yeah, you're right about
so
Billy
if
Joel.
you have
It's
alternative music, what's the opposite? Non-music.
it's still it's still rock and roll, but it's not like mainstream rock and roll.
Sure it is.
Uh, Boingo
It's played
Boingo
on
is
the radio, isn't it? It's mainstream.
college radio basically. REM wasn't played until MTV
Like
basically.
Joe Perry said, when you sell your art for money, it changes.
Okay, when you're on indie labels like IRS Records, like fucking
Yeah,
like REM was, that was alternative.
yeah.
Okay, Radio Free
No,
Europe.
not alternative. It was REM is nothing but a pop band that hit big.
What about the Breeders? The Breeders and fucking Sonic Youth. That was
I would say
fucking
the
major
Breeders
alternative.
are more rock and roll.
Sonic
REM,
Youth?
huh?
Sonic Youth,
Sonic Youth, more punk.
alternative. They had a lot of
No,
punk
punk.
influence. Well, early U2 was fucking alternative rock.
Yeah, yeah, new wave.
Oh God, you and your. Well, what do you think new wave is? It's an
New wave
alternate form
is
of
a
rock and
genre
roll.
of music. There is
It
no such a creature as alternative music.
it is because it was separated,
That's a marketing ploy,
but
dude,
it
that
was
you bought into.
separated. Okay, back in here in LA, KLOS 95.5 or KBT rock metal stations did not play REM. They did not play the B-52s. They did not play Oingo Boingo. The only station here in LA, in Pasadena, that played that music, The Cure and stuff like that, was fucking KROQ 106.7. It was separated back then. Now, even now, you don't have KLOS playing The Cure, but they will play REM. They won't play the B-52s.
Radio stations will play anything that will draw attention to them and make them money. Period.
You could even
End
argue
of story.
thrash metal was alternative metal,
Trash metal is just a form of metal.
but it was alternative compared to what Black Sabbath
Oh,
was.
dude, I'm going to tell you one more time. There is no fucking such a thing as alternative music. Because alternative music means you don't have music.
It's alternative to fucking the mainstream rock and roll. It's not fucking Boston. It's
And,
Oingo
and
Boingo.
and by the way, who decides this?
Idiots in the record companies. I just
Again,
want to
a
argue with you.
marketing
It's fun.
ploy that you bought into.
But the thing is,
Believe me, I know about marketing in the music business. I did it.
but I'm just saying these radio stations here in LA did not play these other bands. They were separated from
What do you
and
want
went
me to
to
do
a,
about that? All I
you
know
didn't
is
you didn't have
our local college Dartmouth radio station, I heard The Cure, I heard Oingo Boingo, I heard
college
REM,
radio
I
is
heard
different.
all these. And it was like, okay, there's a pop band, okay, there's a new wave band, oh, another new wave band, oh, yet another new wave band.
But I'm just saying new wave before they came up with the term alternative, which came up basically in the 90s. Alternative came out with Nirvana.
Yeah, because
Alternative
they had to get some new marketing in there.
it's like when the
The
cars
new
were
wave
skate
died out. The term new wave died out.
same
Wasn't the
thing
music that died out, it was the term. So they
they
had to
used
come up with something different.
they used to call Duran Duran and OMD new romantics. What the fuck is that?
They were just new wave to me.
They were new wave. Yes, they were. They were new wave with, and the thing is,
But the term
KLOS would not
alternative
play
is a
them.
non-point because, and all you have to do is know what alternative means. Because I
I
was
think
like, wait a minute.
I agree with
Alternative music means non-music.
the thing is, it's like fucking people hitting fucking trash cans or something like.
Now, for an example, The Doors. Jim Morris, the album The Doors did with Jim Morrison's poetry. That's alternative
Yeah,
because there's a fucking ounce of music on the whole fucking thing.
agree.
That's alternative.
The thing is, Tim, I just wanted to argue with you about the term alternative because I know it's bullshit also. It was just fun doing that with you. But the thing is, like Billy Joel says, it's all rock and roll, new
Still
wave,
rock and
pop,
roll to
funk.
me, yeah.
It's all
Still
rock and
rock and
roll.
roll to me.
Still rock and roll to me. But the thing I'm saying is that they did have divisions back in the 80s where they
Yep.
wouldn't play
They
certain
most
music.
certainly did.
K Rock wouldn't play Metallica back then, but now K Rock does play Metallica.
Sure. Radio station formats change.
But the thing
We had a
is,
radio station here, Q106. They started out playing rock and roll.
but the thing
Okay.
is, KLOS
Then they
still
changed
doesn't
their
play.
format then they changed their format to popular music, and they went from playing Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin and all these bands to playing Madonna, Paula Abdul, all these pop pop bands. And then that wasn't selling because their radio station was going belly up. They went back to rock and roll.
But the thing is, still to this day, KLOS, the classic rock station, does not play Duran Duran. They do not play any Oingo Boingo. They do not play The Cure. They do play REM, some of the stuff, but K Rock will still play The Cure. They still play Oingo Boingo. They'll still play Duran Duran. So it's kind of still separated. They don't consider that classic rock still.
But that's
They
just in
don't
LA.
they don't consider Duran Duran classic rock, which I do, you know.
But that's just in LA, dude.
I know, but I'm just saying LA is full of shit. Because we know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, all you had to do was grow up in the 80s and you knew that.
Oh, dude. In the
In the
80s,
70s,
in the 80s and 70s, LA was a shit. LA was good. LA was fucking cool.
oh,
You
they were
got
making money.
you
Yeah,
got
they
the
were making
Troubadour,
money
you
hand
got the
over fist, and
Roxy, you
they
got
killed their
Gazaris.
industry because of it.
You had all those bands. You had all that music scene coming out of the Sunset Strip. And now the Sunset Strip is gone. It's all fucking sanitized and whitewashed. And House of Blues is gone off the Sunset Strip. And now you got Nashville, which is the new Sunset Strip. And they have country. But a lot of rock bands are coming out of fucking Nashville now.
They were before, just nobody knew it because they went to LA.
Yeah, it's like What's Driving and Crying? Weren't they from there? Kind of from the
I
South.
don't know. I know South Gang is from the South.
You remember Driving and Crying?
Yeah, I remember the band. Yeah.
Drive Me Crazy.
Hmm.
Fucking great album, by the way. Hey man, I just like to argue with you, but Oingo Boingo rules again. I just gotta say that.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
why
You
don't
have
you
a
get into
different
some?
definition of rules than I do.
I love like guitar player Steve Bartek is so good, dude. I'm sorry. I love him. I'm not sorry. Fucking rules. I love him.
And by the way, I just want to say since we have mentioned Duran Duran, the smartest guy in that band was Andy Taylor because he broke away and came out with a great album,
Thunder. Thunder was
Thunder.
great. He came out with two good albums. Second album was good too.
I never heard the second one. I just heard Thunder. It's like
Go check out the second album. And he also did Power Station, which was
I
great.
might lie.
That's a great album. Don't Let Me Die Young. Great
Hmm.
song too. Man, I just want to thank you, Tim. You're a brother. I love you, brother.
I
Fucking
love you too, man. You know that.
thank you for your service, man. You rule. Veterans rule. This country is fucked up right now, but with people like you, it's fucking great. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
brother.
Later,
Peace,
brother.
as
Later.
always.
All right, bye. Peace, love, and understanding, and fuck off, you idiots. Later.